This one's been a while coming. Finally pale.
おはよう。今日は指揮官、お待たせしました。早くブッシュただいま戻りました。
Everyone's finished with their shit.
ただいま。改造に使えるパーツある？おやつ持ってっていい？
Alright, fuck it, let's just go straight into it. Oh, this is curious. This doesn't have the same event layout thing as VA11 and the other little minor events. I guess this was before that on the old server. What do we got? You open with philosophy. I mean, I guess you must do for some. I kind of wonder if there's actually Terra instructions for that. I think this capture card does display better than the old one, but it's kind of like the iPad and its fancy retina screen and other coloring does just kind of appear a bit more vibrant. Not too much more, but it does. I argue you've been knocked. It's been a wee bit. Doesn't take your shit. Bought a piano keyboard. Markedly relaxed music, considering. But I guess at their point, Gumdroids shooting at each other is just what happens. Is your mindset just... It's stepped off games, but it's gone to musical instruments, which might be worse. I mean, I could, of course. Like, it's good. You did used to play piano. Oh yeah, fair enough. Like you definitely have that. Most I ever did was like like music in secondary school. It was just on the keyboards in school. Like, how much piano did you play, out of curiosity? I believe that's an actual rule set. Cello, guitar, piano, and at one point tried to teach myself drums. Oh, fuck me. Again, most I ever done was school. I've always had like passing interest, but you know, again, cack-handed, and I spent all my money and time on video games, so... A few years. suppose like there are synthesizer programs and shit that effectively run my code that I in theory could use, but that would eliminate the cack-handedness, but then it would be my brain is made of cack, so... I guess out of curiosity, did you ever own the cello and guitar and all that, or is it like it's just stuff you had to like use at a place? Fair play. Fuck. You actually own them all. Very nice. My sister owned a guitar and a keyboard at 2 different points. Oh, at the same point because they're both they're in a cupboard. But your brother uses now. Ooh. Well, then I know what I'm doing for you. Using my stuff in work to get the tiny blue ukulele, and then I'm sending it to you for Christmas. I'm still baffled by that. I don't know if them listening to you makes her your friend, M950. It's time. You will become the world's ukulele superstar. An accordion. Oh. That feels like... I think like the only thing more aggressively terrible would probably be the bagpipes in that situation. Irish bagpipes. Exactly. The only thing worse is the real thing. Still, it's really neat. Not sure anyone else in our friend circle has like that amount of instrumental flair. She was rather good to be fair, but geez, what an instrument. I mean, yeah, I suppose like if it was not a distance, it would probably be something quite to appreciate, but having it in the same room as you is probably just very unfortunate, let's put it like that. You don't know that. Those cheeky Sanguisferian fucking with your mining operations. Thunder's not a very happy person. It's funny because M950A talks like she's, you know, relatively new or like a low ranker or, you know, someone in the lower end when she's actually like probably one of the most used. I said Thunder's not a very happy person. Yeah, like and then 508 talks like she's new and inexperienced and shit, and then she's like probably, if not the most used, then one of the most used characters in the whole game. So, for like, I don't think anyone's characterization in the story ever actually lines up with their usage, except for like 416, who maintains that she's the best ever because she is. Games like Electronic Warfare. They probably haven't. I mean, to be fair, this event like is a collaboration event, so it's like a side story thing. Like these two don't actually feature as main story characters. It's just, you know, they're getting a little story themselves now. Although the actual story is actually comically extremely Metal Gear, especially right now, where we got like mysterious hell factions and talk of like AI singularities controlling the world, and, you know, changing the face of warfare forever. Most of the characters are battle robots. Well, not like a lot of them are regular androids, retrofitted to be battle ones because, you know, how capitalism goes. Which is why, in spite of the fact that they're all military troops, they're all various kinds of dipshit, except for the ones who are actually military grade. And then those ones are just different kinds of dipshit. I think, like, yeah, the last major story event was taking place in the aftermath of a massive military conspiracy leading to your private military company being basically ransacked and betrayed by a largely automated military faction. You know, like that, when I say military faction, I mean like actual branch of the new Soviet Union's military, and a subversive force attempting to destroy the conspiracy going on between the upper echelons of that military faction detonated a bionuke that has now unleashed a zombie plague. Well, a new instance of a zombie plague that had ravaged the world previously. So that's kind of where we're at and how things are going. Regularly, our little androids just have philosophical discussions about what it means to be able to die or not. Because they technically can't. So, you know, the usual. The zombie android. It's like... Oh yeah, and like new factions, like highest units are like what is it? Unlike everyone else who are just human looking androids, those ones seem to be actually like biological in part because they actually honestly bleed red blood and everything. It's like, that's a bit fucking crazy for this world at this point. It was all machines, and then, you know, magical mystery faction appears out of nowhere with like actual biological androids and magic hell technology, such as the ability to like just how units are personalized bullet deflecting shields and shit. Game goes wild. Game goes wild. Again, she's talking like she's never used, but like she is like one of the most valuable units in the game because she's immensely useful for like the most powerful squads in the game. Hello, Hammer. How'd your class go? You missed 20 minutes of me staring at Ninjala's menu. It didn't work. it didn't work. I got to play the tutorial. It seems like it might be actually quite nifty. I like how it walks and moves and all. It'll be a bit slow, but at the same time you have like technique and shit to go fast or do tricks. But I only worked that out in the tutorial room, and then the rest of it was staring at error screens because, you know, it's a network beta test thing that doesn't work. So, you know. Yeah, no. Well, I say a bit slow, like your normal movement and all feels fine, and you speed up as you get like more power and shit, but your actual attacks, your attack swings do not feel as like fast and vicious as they perhaps should be. It's probably best to say a Ninja Kid game. Because, you know. Alright, so... we don't rightly know yet. Oh yeah, I did see that, so I should answer now. Yes, I did see Deadly Premonition 2 getting a specific release date. July 10th. I can't fucking wait. I am actually on fucking end. Probably. We're either going to defeat them with the power of music and rhythm, or we're going to, like, understand ourselves more through the power of music and rhythm. I cannot fucking wait. Like, it's close to your birthday. Ooh. I'm like fucking... Fuck is that? I'm on like... Because as far as I was concerned, like the summer was kind of a dry period. Granted, I'd have to look again to see, but it was kind of a dry period for me. And then today, you know, like Deadly Premonition 2 for start of July, and then the Destroy All Humans remake for the end of July, and it's like, ah, it's fine again. You kinda can go wrong by attacking them though. That's right, Wonderful One. Well, actually, that's very soon, isn't it? Yeah, that's May. Oh, that's very soon. I have Sakura Wars coming as well. That was released today, but hasn't been shipped to me yet. And Wonderful 101 is very soon, actually. Yes, it's like the second week of May. Oh. We eat, and I still haven't finished Neo 2. There is much to be done. And like, as mad as I got at elements of like Final Fantasy VII R's combat system, I haven't finished my post yet because I keep changing how I want to come at it from an angle, like how I want to talk about the story especially, and debating how I want to do things. But as mad as I get about like elements of that combat system, part of me is still kind of like, but you know, you could like build up all your shit and then play it on hard mode. I'm kind of like, yeah, I could hit myself and do that, but also I would love it. Everyone just wants to fucking fight. Luigi just stretched her. I just heard something scratch. I think it was his claw scratching against the wall. They do, yes. I would say yes. Like, it is worth getting. Like, I would say actually that kind of easily it's worth getting. And I have reservations about whether you should get it if you have or haven't played the original Final Fantasy VII. It works either way, but I don't know whether it worked better or worse if you had played the original. I think it would actually work better if you play the original first, because it does change stuff. And the way it changes stuff and what it's doing with that is very interesting. You have not. I would recommend it, because, original Final Fantasy VII is a really good game. But at the same time, it does work pretty much perfectly without, because you will basically be on the same level as the characters, because some of the stuff that changes, like, actually, like, kind of dramatic changes in terms of, like, what plot does, and, like, there's a new element that makes everyone very confused and shit in-game, so you'd be on the same level as them, you would not know what the fuck is going on. Whereas if you have played the original and you see some of the stuff, you know what's going, you know it and you know some of it, and the new stuff will have you like fucking going, what? Just a lot of the combat that annoys me is because I'm very specific about my action games. So it's stuff like enemies can attack, like start their attack and hit you through your attacks. And if they hit you through your attacks, they will interrupt and stagger you. So, like, like, I'm trying to hit, like, a fucking rat, and the rat just, like, farts on Cloud's leg, and he just goes, "No," and doesn't complete the swing of his sword that's about 20 times the weight of the rat, at minimum. So, it's, like, that aggravates the living shit out of me. There's a lot of, like, basically action game cardinal sins like that just annoy the fuck out of me. Essentially, yes, like, to get enemies in the state where you can interrupt their stuff, you have to basically beat on them a lot in a short time frame. You did, like, they have a stance called, pressured, which, makes their stagger meter fill up faster, and if you get their stagger meter full, they, like, they get knocked down and stunned until the meter runs out. But to, like, activate pressured, you have to basically hit them with a lot of magic or hit them a lot with your main weapon, depending on what they're resistant to or not. And, it's just kind of from that city as well. This is an actual DJMAX track, this one. Which you can tell because it's funkier than... You've heard GFL's music is pretty funky itself, but this is funkier. I do like the detail of them just like syncing their headphones together for this too. Oh, this is just gonna be a shit stomp. Alright. I think I would, like, if you ask me, I think personally, ultimately, the best way to do it is play the original first and then play remake. Because it's not a one-to-one straight remake, and they've been very clear about that. They've like stressed above everything else that this is not like a plain one-to-one remake, we're doing new things. And the new things they're doing are actually like, incredibly interesting, especially from an artistic point of view, I'll say. I'm still waiting for a GFL crossover. It's actually more likely than you think. They have their anniversary stream that announces new stuff for the coming year, like in this month, May. But one of the announcements got leaked. It's a GFL Ubisoft crossover. It didn't say which game, just Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Rainbow Six Siege. But they announced it, so... Doom's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's kind of like that. It's like Rainbow Six would make the most sense. Oh, actually, because there's a lot of like fandom crossover, a lot of like GFL fan art is like. There's actually a lot of fan art of the GFL characters who use specific guns. and then you know, with the characters in those games, use it. Hello, Speed. Be fair, the Ninjala thing does. I tried it for playing games, it didn't work. It just didn't fucking work, so I just, you know, said fuck it. And just here I am. But yes, it's kind of like not. It is kind of like the, you know, the RE2 remakes, but it goes a lot further because like while they do change things and they do rearrange stuff and all, and do introduce some new things, Final Fantasy VII Remake goes way further than that. It goes way further than just rearranging stuff or making stuff make more sense or whatever. Like, it goes in completely new directions at points. And just completely adds completely wholly new massive segments at points. It's kind of like, fuck. Like, it's, that's why I say, like, while you can easily play it with only, like, a surface, you know, while playing Final Fantasy VII Original and only a surface level, what that is to, like, cultural osmosis, you get the most out of it by having played the original. And I guess, strictly speaking, you get the absolute most out of it if you've taken in a lot more of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. Because there's overt references to stuff like Advent Children, to spin-off novels that never left Japan, to Crisis Core, the PSP prequel to Final Fantasy VII. That one especially gets a lot of nods. That's a lot more relevant this time around. Like, it's a thing. I'm glad people are... Yeah, it's just reflex, is it? I'm glad more people are like... A lot of people have been like talking about Crisis Core and making videos and shit of it since. So it's nice to see that in the wake of this. I know why they won't do it, because they had, what's it, like fucking Gact, the Japanese idol actor, star, superstar man, him as, I think he was like, wasn't just like a vocal performance, it was probably also like a full on, I think they did something like facial presence and shit, I forget, but, you know, they would have to, you know, fuck with licensing to be able to get Crisis Core out and remaster it, but I really wish they did. Hell, they might, because, you know, they might just be like, fuck it, let's do it, haha. In a way, like, it would actually make some sense to do it, but do it later. Like, do it, probably after the next part of the remake. Like, because they're dividing the whole game up into parts. And either next one, or maybe even when they've finished, and then do the Crisis Core remake. Not remake, remaster. Or something, or port, whatever. The map name was Stalker, because the song used, I'm pretty sure, was also Stalker. I haven't really followed that one a lot, the Bujin guy thing. I just seen people memeing about it. Oh, dozed off. The long and short of it is that, sorry, hang on, paying attention to noise. I'm probably going to stop the stream like a few minutes here because, you know, oh, the TV doesn't connect to the internet right now, which means kill the whole router because, oh no. But yeah, no, Hammer, just to say, that the Final Fantasy VII Remake only covers to the end of Midgar, which is like 6-7 hours in the main game. Like, the big thing that makes everyone sad, it does not happen for many hours until after that. Like, if it's gonna happen, that's most likely, unless they segment the game even further or change things, gonna happen in part 2 of the remake. Alright, give me a second here, I'm gonna mute and go see what the deal is. In the pocket dimension. Believe it or not, I actually don't play any other gachas. As opposed to the other reasons you'd cover her mouth, Thunder. Falls asleep so easily. But yes, don't actually play any other gachas, which is, yeah, pretty much a good thing. Kinda because, yes, I'm back. Had to go fix the internet, and the TV box wasn't connecting to the internet because we were having issues yesterday and today. Well, I wasn't having issues today, but now that is. But, you know, I had to go reset it, set it all back up, make sure you're connected to Netflix and all. Hoping it holds and doesn't crap itself and die, otherwise I'm gonna be cold too again. I actually don't think so. I guess I technically am a gun guy now because I've been playing this for legitimately coming on a year now, and I just rattle off all their names and I've learned like actual gun facts. Like how the main set of main characters are all actually the same gun, just different variations of it. One is, you know, one's the M4, the other is the M16, which is the older version. Another one is the SOP 2, which is the super Spec Ops moddable version. The other one, the other one is the AR-15, which is the civilian model, and then there's the RO-635, which is the French revision of the M4, to be a submachine gun, etc., etc. The things you learn from this game. So I guess I am a gun guy now, but yeah, I never really had an issue with the character names. It might be just a programming thing, because you name variables any mix of fucking things and all that, so at their point you just kind of don't care about what the thing is called, and you can just rattle it off. My parents, even though they're 90 miles away. That's even worse. I couldn't begin to imagine trying to explain to my mom how to do something over the phone, with like navigating a menu, how long to wait and everything, without her beginning to get panic or get irate and all the rest of it. Ooh. Yeah, these switch from Splatoon to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's funny because like David was mentioning, he's been watching a streamer we like, Daniel Giesling, play Call of Duty Warzone. And he was like talking about being interested in it because it does do some interesting things, but yeah, and it's kind of like, you know, vaguely curious because like I have been itching for like an actual battle royale and just, you know, shit to try and shoot things in. And at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, that game's been out for a month, 2 months. At this point, everyone who's playing it is probably Jesus at it. So it's kind of, along with, you know, with an Activision game, and God knows what sort of mess the monetization is in it. Fishing online. She's been in chat rooms before. This is perhaps the most stunningly accurate line in this entire game. Hello, Luigi. He's awake now because I went downstairs. And, you know, he won't sleep if I go down. No, I haven't touched Dark Knights because, you know, like, art style and everything seems great and all, and, you know, I like the character designs, but I've like, seen it and, you know, heard it explained and also, like, watched it, and, like, it's a tower defense game, and I'm just kind of like, no. Like, this is a hard no. I'm not very fussed on tower defense, I'm just kind of like, Also, like, truth be told, it is, you know, it is normally anyway, but especially after having played Girls Frontline, it is extremely difficult to justify playing any other gacha game. Like this, just because, like, what is it? While this does have, like, a gacha in it, and, like, it's for the costumes and all, you don't have to pay anything to get the characters. And that's the main thing. That's the big thing, is, you know, like, yeah, like, getting costumes and the cosmetics and all costs money. I'm fine with that, because I can get every single character without just fine. The game is intently designed for that. And that actually informs a lot of things in the design you'll notice if you played other ones. Like, Fire Emblem Heroes, the main characters of Prince, Princess, and Anna, sorry, are, you know, they're kind of shit, to be honest. Like, the base versions are kind of shit. Even if you give them a lot of stuff to try and make them good, they are just worse than any other options. Girls Frontline, you know, the free characters, well, free because they're all free, the main story characters are actually, like, some of the best units in the game, and they're designed to form a whole team by themselves. Is actually, like, one of the best team formations you can have. Into the brains. But yeah, it's just stuff like that, like the way it's designed and the way it wants to monetize things. You can see conscious game decisions and stuff in this compared to other gacha games where it's kind of like, you just, like, you know, be very hard pressed to justify playing another gacha game. I've got quality options, fuck yeah. That is a nifty idea, like the gacha guys. It's a dedicated podcast discussion thing for, we're going to play this gacha game and see how we do. See how many different games we can get Chris addicted to when we play them around Christmas time. And or find what level of perversion. This is the part where I alone stand arguing till I'm blue in the face that Girls Frontline is the only gacha god. The bad ones, gacha goo. That's good. That's good shit. That is good shit. We get to, like, the fucking Final Fantasy Tactics. It's not Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy War of the Exvius or whatever. the fucking one that is Final Fantasy Tactics, and the entire episode is me yelling at the top of my lungs about how I'm so mad that Square Enix won't just do this as a proper game. That one, yeah, Brave Exodus, I think that's the one. There's one they've released recently that is literally just the tactics games, but as a gacha game, and it makes me intensely upset. Tell a bit of a lie. There was another gacha game that I have been like idly logging into every few days to gather shit and set stuff, being like, okay, I will actually like sit down to try and play this game and see how it goes. But you know, like I keep forgetting to because I have so much going on, and Girls Frontline is demanding enough as is. And that's Honkai Impact 3rd, which I still think is very neat from what I have played of it. Like, it's very neat and has a lot going for it. Not least because after having a 3D action game that has like some technical action aspirations, after putting that on touchscreen devices for a while, they went and said, you know what, you're right. We'll do the same thing and release a PC client which has Xbox controller support. It's like, the one developer that gets it. It's too crowded. Like Tales of Hysteria if it's not translated. I was into Another Eden a little. That character looked like Snake. Hey. I've never heard of Another Eden, I don't think. I mean, you know, valid. That was a year ago. Fair enough. What was Another Eden like? Because I never heard of that one. Well. Welcome to Pocket City. Yeah, I do allow links. You can just dump one. I think I allow links anyway. Okay, so as opposed to VA11, which was a recreation of an allegedly actual place but inside the head of 416 after she got drunk and inhaled a cyber ghost. This one seems to be they've rigged up a game that's turned out to be DJMAX, and they just go in there and have fun and the shenanigans, which, you know, I'm really down with. And I will notice Theo on the giant board up there. The shop is named India. The CG is like fucking slick though, look at it. Let's see this. Pardon me. You know, you're not wrong. He really does look like Snake. He's Snake if it's like, you know, Metal Gear progressed to the point where Zone of the Enders began to happen. It's got that kind of look about it, like his cyber suit there. That's usually how it goes. Well, mostly. I mainly picked like Honkai Impact there because I was like, mobile action game that people keep saying is like Bayonetta. So I was like, okay, let's see if you're serious about that. And to be fair, they kind of are. Grand Blue for me was like actually initially just the entire art style in general. I was like, you know, this is the whole art style in general, and hearing that Nobuo Uematsu like did music for it, especially the point that he was put into the game directly. And that's like this maximum fun. That, and it was it got a very Final Fantasy, like classic Final Fantasy aesthetic with like the crystals and, you know, airships and all the rest of it. And literally having Bahamut as a giant dragon was like better than everything else. All the rest of it. Stay for the boobs. I do. I think I do want to like play Grand Blue more and all the rest of it. You know, I do want to. I do want to like play it and fucking take part in events and like actually like, get through the story and everything. But part of my problem is its update cycle is like fucking relentless, and it seems like there's always a brand new story event that you have to like sling yourself into, or a brand new, you know, like guild event or whatever the fuck going on. It's like it feels like there's no time, no time to breathe, no time to just like build units and everything. Like, Girls Frontline has been going pretty hard because the English server is trying to catch up to the Chinese and Korean servers, so we were having like events at a much faster rate. And even then, there's usually like at least a whole month between major events. I say between major events, like a month or two between major events, and like that's enough. That's enough time for me to like quietly build resources, build my units, you know, do the bits of story stuff I haven't done, play old events on the campaign menu, to like try and unlock gear and stuff. Wholesome moment. But like, you know, like Grand Blue is just, yeah, like even when I did play Fire Emblem Heroes, they did have like plenty of like breathing room time. Even with like its fairly like, you know, its cycle of like there was always a Tempest Trials like every 2 months or whatever, and all the rest of it. It spaced all of its stuff out just enough to feel like there was plenty of downtime, and a lot of that stuff was actually like low time investment enough to, or like very easy autopilotable that was like fine. The issue of Girls Frontline is like, after you beat its major story events, like the daily grinds are like fairly quick, and you just knock out what you want to do or have to do, and palm-sized electronic fairies. It is. The good shit is that we're getting all DJMAX music for this collab, so it's all gonna be funky shit. I'm kinda hoping the titular Glory Day plays at some point, because that one's an absolute banger. This kind of thing, there are like, fairies are all like characters, like such as they are from DJMAX, like, you know, characters from the music videos and stuff. Or its most popular ones, like the most recurring characters. This is kind of a curious view. M9. Thunder calling M9 out for being problematic. I've been doing some good picks for these like collab events, because like VA11 and this are just both like cybernetic city stuff, like cyberpunk and cybernetic stuff, and it all fits with the military aesthetic in general. Give me a sec to preemptively. Okay, we're fine. Questionable logic there, but sure. What? Looks like a name wasn't translated. I don't think. It's meant to be Sue. If I remember right. That's fire rabbit ears right now. It was only for one text box too. Better want to talk it. by a rabbit. Pocket City. That ended up cosmically fitting, didn't it? When I was away, I was in Pocket City. It's the place I go to. Technica was one of the DJMAX game names. I imagine these are all either direct references or game subtitles. Thanks for chiming in, Thunder. That's a description. Hello, Chris. E-bot here. It always is in this game. It's either two people spouting like swears translated from Chinese at each other, or deep philosophical discussions about the nature of consciousness, being alive, what it means to die, having free will, the ethics of humanity. Yeah, what sang this fairy is. Oh, fucking banger this song. 4 speed. At least I was here for you, speed. I lied. Open carry. I hate people who try. Couldn't tell the difference between a handgun and an assault rifle. Yeah, no, I tried it for like 20 minutes, said fuck it because I couldn't get in, and just, here I am. Fucking mess and a half. Just, I don't care if they're extending it. Just, if they want me to play it, they can put a time on a weekend during the day or something, or like, during, like, night again. And then maybe I'll go for it, but... she is, yes. She's one of the event fairies. I forget if she's one you unlock from, damn, Thunder. Congratulations. But Actually, you can either unlock her from clearing one of these maps, or she's in the event shop, one of the two. Like, also the other ones that were shown as ECGs in here are also fairies. They're from the event shop. So this one's actually kind of loaded for shit, because you get like 2 T-dolls, you get like 3 or 4 fairies, special equipment and outfits for those T-dolls, and like an outfit for Kalina, and like a pile of like art for icons and backgrounds and shit. Yeah, I have already like seen the forewarnings, but basically we do not fight her yet, because if you fight her, she's actually technically invincible, and you will just die, because you can't beat Phil unless you have clear. Alright, up. Capture command post. I think this event is basically, or at least these normal maps, because there are like higher difficulty EX maps. I think until we get to those, this is probably just going to be a shit stomping all the way through. Famous last word, but we'll see. I don't know what the deal with the 2 up there is. Actually, no wait, I think I do know what the deal with the 2 up there is. This is event gimmick, but we can't do anything with it yet. Because if, again, we don't have clear. So until you get her, you're basically like playing this normally. I should probably just spawn some of the people. Like the one and meet him if he does get closer. Actually, not exactly what the bullshit is delay, but command center, probably just run season. There's form warning. Yeah, there you go. Oh good, they actually do just straight up tell you. Disable auto skill before you proceed. I'm not sure what dealing with fail in each map and doing like follow-up entails exactly, but it is a thing. No, we are not. No, we're not. Step out to meet him so he doesn't like block the HQ. He doesn't encircle the HQ rather. Boring. Which is kind of a nice, you know, change of pace after Continuum, Turbulence, and Theater, which were just massive, unholy shit stompings. Where it was just, haha, be on your best, be on your A game at all times. They're just directly acknowledging that this looks like the cafe. Cat Warrior, Black Rider, and Wind Imposter. So DJMAX is just an MMO, something that he'd also been playing. Like the NB Rangers. You call them the NB Rangers and not the Virgin Rangers? Thanks, Thunder. It's the Christmas one. That song. Hey, we know this one actually. Precious life-giving CG. Thunder wants to be music. It's the music. I'm concerned after the VA11 event. Yeah, directly acknowledging the presence of IDW in a collab event just seems like building to something. Having a little heart to heart. I have to expect like all the songs in this are probably from or in or available in DJMAX Respect, which is the PS4 one I've been playing. So the event logo does, I think, explicitly mention Respect, but it is using the designs of Feel and Clear from the soul. It's Final Fantasy Tactics Advance all over again. We have to end AEK's fantasy world. Fierce reality, AEK. This is the only way. We will personally destroy your fantasy world. Damn, Chris. Thanks. I was thinking of cracking the joke, but according to our understanding, she's not so sure anymore. Hello, Luigi. I have been. I don't think I posted it on Twitter yet, but while I was like, because I've begun to like fuck about and play with it like, you know, offline a bit, especially when I was like testing the recording hardware. It was only a 2-star song, but I did manage to get an A rank on it. Fucking getting there. Did command what do? Thinking about it, if this goes kind of the same way as the VA111, where they take the characters out, they have the graveyard, okay. This one is actually kind of fitting, so that's kind of the whole thematic, I guess, thing with DJMAX Respect, was it was a franchise resurrection after it was presumed to have died with the Vita. Which is why there's the whole, you know, Glory Day and Black Hat are set in the game graveyard, and the game uses that as its main aesthetic flourish. Jala maintenance again. Yeah, like the videos for Black Cat and Glory Day. And the gravestones in them are just the various music artists and various game titles. No, it has them. It just doesn't have. I guess your one. I'm not sure how that works. Don't ask me. Fucking Twitch doesn't make any sense to me. It's not the PS4 chat. It's fucking Streamlabs. Oh, I get it. The event is called Glory Day because they're going to inadvertently carry out the Glory Day music video. This is a TMP. Yep. Pause. I don't know how they didn't pick up the Cat Warrior with the TMP, but there you go.
こんにちは、指揮官さん。G3 と呼んでください。
Run her down. This is another one we've actually come across in the DJMAX streams. Definitely familiar. Actually, I think this is the one I did last. No, not last stream. I was fucking about it. Like last actual weekend stream, I think. It's the one with like the cowboy in it, I'm pretty sure. It is an SMG. Same to the VA111 event. One of the best bits is that you get all the ultra sick music from the game. I don't think so. Mostly when TMP appears, she's just being like shy and awkward and nervous. She also doesn't make Resident Evil 4 jokes, so that's the only game I've ever seen, or no, that's it, well, you've probably seen other ones with TMP, but that's the only one I know offhand that has a TMP directly. And really, that's a missed opportunity. Did you kick her in the head? More or less. Put another guy on her. FAL. I don't think FAL would have cared, let's be real. Hi. Fight happening. Rolling with Griffin signals when there's like 4 of them. That's K2's mechanic where like her gimmick is basically she like sets up is this now run the command post looks like? Yeah. Oh, this is a big one too. Expand. That seems like pretty clear cut. I don't know what the point of running down there, even for these teleports is. There's a very straight shot, just straight to the command post. Whatever. Keishu's gimmick is that she plays Puyo Up Fever. But yeah, her gimmick is basically like when she activates her super, she expends like one set of like stacks and builds up stacks of like overheat in exchange for like using stacks of power, and then, you know, flip back around whenever you've like when she gets a certain level of overheat, she kicks out of her special ability and hit with a big debuff unless you stop her ahead of time and just balance her animation or attacks. Apparently she can be quite strong, but that's a level of min-max, like micromanaging, that I cannot be fucked with, to be real. Characters with like stacks and charge shot, well, I say stacks, like Carcano, purple Carcano is a pretty easy stack system because it's just wait until she gets to 18 and then just watch her to shoot it herself. But ones where you have to actually manage like balancing or gaining stacks is a bit more than a bit more brain power than I want to dedicate right now. Should be okay for. We presume that one's gonna go the command post, and it didn't. Well, we should still be okay for ammo post. It probably didn't need to. You can pick that up. Where's 3 gets? 3 gets us the right there, and nothing can actually touch that beyond the enemy on the command post, so we're fine. Only just though. It should be more. Oh, and that one's actually aggro, so it's gonna run at it. Hopefully nothing spawns in its place then.
私にとってこの勝利は大したことじゃないけど、指揮官からしたらまあ
He's actually the best off in this match. I didn't pay attention to that. I don't think it's one of the 4-stars, so I don't think I need it. Still, it might only be that sniper that has it. Well, maybe. Yeah, I guess so. TMP is normally a limited drop. I'm kind of surprised they didn't include her in this. And they have before included some T-dolls who are like in production limited drops. Yes, as you do. I think I may have heard this one in passing, but I don't think we played this one on stream. This song. K2's whole thing is that she does want to be like an idol, so it makes sense. In fact, I think all of them here are either just because they have headphones or because they have some sort of like music alignment. Thunder really likes music, she references in her character lines. M9 5 Away has a concert diva outfit. There's references to the liking singing. AEK likes music, she's got big pumping headphones. TMP just, I guess, presumably does, because she also has headphones, and K2 wants to be an idol. Very invested in this. Lobster sleeves. We do for the blessed among us. Managed to get law, M1887's Law of Exorcism within 500 tokens. And there they are. Stage 2. If I'm not wrong, End of the Moonlight there's only like 6 actual levels in this. Yep, there is Glory Light. There's only 6 actual levels in this, and then you're done. Which is like, quite a bit shorter than... Technically VA11 actually came after. This was the Chinese and Korean servers like a whole... Pardon me, a whole like year before VA11. We only just got it now because order of events. Bang. At least, you know, Thunder keeps the safety on her gun. Griffin seems to have a bad habit of fucking with alternate world. I'm curious how the Gunslinger Girl event's gonna go. Because that one is actually like quite alike with Girls Frontline in terms of like themes and at least the tone of the main story, if not the collabs and side stories and personal stories and shit. 50 years ago. indicated is descended from Neo Wiz Productions. She keeps going because she quite likes music. You'll be allured by the sick beats. I do find it kind of funny that FAL, of all the like characters from like the main game content, is the one who's apparently like the boss of this slot, and apparently handles just alternate world cases. They were really scary. They're not headphones. Alright, steady on. She might be a furry, but you know, steady on. There it is. So look. I can't really make out the text on that front gravestone. Something heap together the mistakes of the something and create a monster they call destiny. Headphones actually are when I wear them though. M95 is a bit of a dick, isn't she? Yeah, there it is. Like, it's... You can't have to wait until between text boxes, but one of them... one of them says RIP Portable 3, which is, yeah... I think that was one of the PSP ones, or... I think so. I don't remember what... This series has been going on Sony handhelds for ages before PS4. Is it the magical lightning and stars crackling overhead? Well, they're names, just not names that you know. Yeah, that actually does sync up with the regular themes. Portal 3. The end of the moonlight. Yes, instead of zombies, they're gonna be Sanguis Fairy. fairy zombie. Fuck it, it's good. Fair. I find him cool. Being a sissy. Ah, it's these guys. The fairy zombies are just the data globs. What are we doing? Ah, it's supply line. Alright. First, we're taking that, so we got like wooden move. There's no actual gold medals for like S ranking in this shit, and if I want to like grind for, I don't really need SRS, so whatever really. I'll just do this in the most comfortable way as opposed to the, strictly speaking, the best way. Well, granted, not that anything here is particularly difficult. Check out Luigi Squeakler. I think I have auto resupply turned off. I should probably have turned that on. 5 minutes to figure out what I actually need to do. So I don't think you reached like... There's no supply line missions until like chapter 9, I think, at the earliest. In the main story. I think we did drop on top teleport thing in a row, but... Actually, not. Get you to that one there.
敵出現。各隊注意してください。銃を回すのは勝利のポーズだよ。こんにちは。
Focus on getting that as a
各隊注意してください。そう。この快感がたまんねえんだよ。
Oh yeah, I found the mission screen show the heliport. Why isn't it going? Hello. Alright. I think the most like technically efficient way would probably be, given how they're moving, they might not attack the actual right you use for your supply line. Beyond the one right below you. Move yourself. Do that. Let's move Echelon 1 die and have them guard it. I'm pretty sure I have enough Echelons to just sit on every square I need to for this. So hell, let's flex. Efficient? Not at all. But it is easy.
にしてあげるよ。今だ M4。 もっと遊びたかったのに。まあいいじゃん。今度に。
Kind of curious how soft is the one that keeps getting MP actually. Usually for the straight up shot ones like this where she doesn't get to use her grenade, it's basically always M4 or AR-15. Why am I established? How long does it go for? This rank is within 6 turns. Okay, so I guess really you just immediately shoot for this instead of trying to take the helicopter above her. Fair enough. Now we just hit end of turn. Well, we might be able to get this within the S rank limit. Again, it depends on when it counts. It depends on when it sort of calls it for the timer. I think we'll go with it. This will go over to 5, turn 5, and that will be 2 turns. On the supply line clock, so this is a third. I might have just gotten the S rank anyway. Yeah, they just don't seem to give a shit about anything but walking to the middle of the map, so that's nice at least. Given that, you can probably quite easily S rank this map. Turn 1, spawn 3 echelons, turn 2, set onto that distant heliport. Turn 3, spawn another one at that distant heliport, have them take the supply point and just go about filling in the gaps. There we go. Alright. Two tiny cheerleading pom-poms. You just killed a whole fuck ton of fairies. You know, chilling out in the graveyard. Sunset Rider, ha. That's an actual song from Respect. Why would I want to stay in Hell World? AK told to eat shit. I might need the music. No, I'm good. Ah, there's Black Cat. Oh, they get the whole CG for it. So there is an S rank in DJMAX. Figured as much. Slightly going over the note map in my head, just listening to it. Played it that much. There she is. And that basically means we have to finish on glorious, right? Well, presumably when clear gets pulled out. A little bit is curious because that was added for the English server. Everyone is looking at Frontline player, this is new, you see. This armored phantom, is it armored? It's armored phantom or armored player or something like that. Pretty sure it is that song. I forget the exact name of it. It is that song. Which is what I did. I don't know if I did that on stream either. I might have done it during the hardware test ones. Enjoy music. Fuck everything about it. I just love how much more elaborate her sprite work, like her artwork is compared to everyone else here. Black Star guitar and like the light beams and everything. War is pretty much on the level of tomorrow, like the scope of tomorrow's exams, honestly. Pastime, the lad gave us a switch from. It's a bit of a Rage Thunder, isn't it? She's right. A bit of a reach. The start of trouble. But we don't talk about TNP's fetishes. It's different. Yep. Blood name tag. response. She's gonna play deadly sick beats and it will destroy you. We've looped back around. Is a bit, isn't she? Hello, Luigi. I mean, is her just slacking off playing video games really that sort of bad thing? It makes me anxious when he does, in case he decides to try. And then a ship was created. I mean, really, it was around the point of that, the CG of them sitting and listening to music together. M9508's mod 3 lines also directly reference Thunder and how Thunder keeps looking at her, and how M9508 doesn't get it. So they keep it alive even after this. feel this is a bit of a lazy shot at trying to convince her to stay in a dream world. Which I guess is fitting, this feels apparently meant to be very lazy. But there you go. Hello. Oh, you love to be awkward, don't you? You just creep around that just for fun? This is Phil, ignore her. Come on, post, alright. Then what route are you taking now? Fastest is from coming out, come on, post the fuck it over. 6 turns and kill it too. They want you to get fucking in here. I don't need that S rank though, so none of these actually tap a little bit. What happened to your eyes? Was it the flashing or something? Looking at this map. Yeah, you know what? No. We're not gonna have the ammo for that, are we? Than I thought. Instead it was neatly and clean as I want to. There's a Dragoon echelon walking around, but even if it's like red marked, like combat efficiency, like combat effectiveness tag, it's like 5,000, which is still nothing. Not cool. That is connected to another one. What the fuck? I didn't see that. Alright, I mean, especially when you're fighting like a stack of 100 and they're all just fucking running at you, but you know, they're just little tiny box dogs just hopping along and bouncing away in these mad numbers. Let's take this HQ and get their ammo at it. They should, in theory, be close enough to just do a direct run to the command post, but we'll see. SMG's claiming MVP. Hello. Oh. Oh. What? You hungry? No, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, you would be hungry. Oh my god. I did the wrong way around. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Hold me a sec. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna feed him. Okay, I'm back. Luigi's fed. Yeah, just run straight to command post. Water. Assume he's crawled out to his dead again. That, or he's gonna go downstairs and meow to the door, and then I will be upset. Always off the attacks and blinds. Well, any which way. Come on. I mean, in this one, cutscenes usually. Directly acknowledging it does kind of ruin the whole illusion thing, doesn't it? Nothing. Man, her mind's getting fucked every which way, huh? There's gonna be some dreaded irony when to like fight the optional field fights. I'm gonna be using like my damage rifle team most likely, just because easiest boss fights there is, provided there's no really fucky AoE stuff. But that would mean most likely I'd have to take M958 out. Maybe not, I could probably take 5-7 out. Because while she does give like crit rate and everything, they do just do enough raw damage by themselves. We're actually gonna get 3 enemy kills off of the S. Could have done it. Basically, yeah. I'll wait to run this one 3 times. Okay, it is a boss map, I guess. That's a good way of putting it. A game of guns and the prepares to robot women. Ooh. You don't know the true soul of rock and roll. Sacrificing yourself at the end does not pay off all the time spent playing video games on the job. Never. AK is great though. Plan we are not privy to. She wants her motorbike. Motorbikes are becoming an increasing thing in this. NTW's NTW 20's Mod 3 story involves her riding a motorcycle and firing a gigantic anti-material sniper rifle one-handed while riding a motorcycle. Because NTW doesn't fuck about it. Hell, her Nikki. Elfield populist uprising against music that has meaning. No need. Hey look, it's Chris. No need to level up and unlock. She understands you. Elfield hates video game. You not wanting to level up and unlock stuff in Splatoon? She's taking away the need to level up and unlock things. What track is this? I think this is actually the one I named the stream for, Boom. No, it's not actually. This is one I've come across in respect. Proper fight, we've got guns. Oh, there's Black Cat back. Oh, you cheated, bro. Ah. I assume this is fight. So that's the special version. And this is the actual one. Only 13,000. Not that much. I should have like on hang fire to see how they do. Come on. I'm glad Black Cat is playing on one of these maps though. Oh, we actually have a turn limit on this one too.
勝利の喜び私に
Is she gonna come running? Or? Either way, this is
私にとってこの勝利は大したことじゃないけど指揮官から
You can do it. No, you can't do it. And then you've got time to do that. So no rush. It doesn't just loop over and over.
私にとってこの勝利は大したこと
Like
じゃ
it's
ないけ
looping,
ど
but it doesn't have a clean loop.
あんたをもっと素敵にしてあげるよやった
To be fair, I don't think there is, like, there's no clean loop in DJMAX itself, so I guess they didn't want to kind of edit one.
ターゲット発見突撃勝利の喜び私にはそんなもん ターゲット発見突撃いつか奴らにとって変わる
Got a lot of fights to give the 105-star on this one, huh? It will stand if we run in there, but it will be slightly annoying if I'm gonna play Super. I don't see how it could have been, but boss fights in this game will give me a paranoia after like fucking chapter 9, so. We're safe than sorry. You'd have to like go fucking hunting on this turn anyway. I guess they throw out and healing all the things. That's probably just accumulated from being picked up by snipers and different knives.
たやりました。敵出現。各隊注意してください。
You want to push me?
どうよ、専門家である私を信じろって言っただろ。
Oh, it's not connected at all. You think I would read the mouse better, right?
皆さん気をつけてください。
No.
あっけない勝利だ。
I should take 5-7 out of this one. Have them mostly maintain themselves.
皆さん気をつけてください。あっけない勝利だ。
One power. There we go. One turn over this round.
今夜は祝杯だ。朝まで返さないぜ。皆さん気をつけてください。
Don't
あっ
matter.
けない勝利だ。私は
It doesn't matter this run. Although I'm not sure I really need more MET7s. Stop it and go.
皆さん気をつけてください。
You're actually very close.
もうすぐ終わるわ。私を邪魔したのはあなたたちの運の尽きよ。
She's dead at it.
勝負ありね。これでまた私への指揮官の評価が上がりますね。
We'll see how well we do against the other ones.
はじめまして。
As they are
指揮官
30,000 power. They actually used their concert diva outfit. That's good. Use it for evil M950A. That's good. Wonder if they should be concerned that she has a gun still. I haven't heard this track before.
I should have made up calling you. You should have made it all the through. How can I find myself in trouble? Why? Is it just you and I? How could I make that far? Then is it at all? Is it at all just you and I? Do I can make it through when you should have make it all night long? And I can feel the all night long.
Beeping in this song makes me think something's going off in my room, but it's just the music. This is another weird one though. top of her lungs. Just do what you do best, Thunder. Blast your entire clip into the air around her. That'll wake her up. Like that. They gave her biker outfit for this too. I like this. I like the use of their actual outfits for these things. AEK with important internet lessons. I wish they'd give us a CG of them on the same bike, but I don't think they will. Pardon me. Shit. I heard the name tag is still Idol Fairies and not their two names together. Luigi climbing onto his bed. suppose there's an irony in using the rifle squad that has M9508 in her concert dress instead of, you know, the other one. To be fair, the other one is her in a mid dress, which is probably thematically also not appropriate. Caesar. You don't belong in this world. I can never see that line if I just, you know, hear in the Castlevania line. Music is a crime. Just crushed her in her fist. Bit morbid. So I guess next one will have nothing and then we'll have that. Our conclusion.
いや、他の子の紹介はしなくてもいい。私一人で十分よ。ただいま。専門家の私がいれば何の問題もないのよ。指揮官、お待たせしました。早く物資を倉庫に入れましょう。
What's going on? This is kind of why I hit touchscreens. This seems like sometimes it just stops responding my fucking fingers in particular.
物資援助ですか？了解です。早速行ってきます。
That didn't help. Tried wiping the screen, I don't know what wants. I don't know if the game is just having a moment.
見に来てくれたの？ちょっとたまには休ませてよ、指揮官。
Just spotted something important. Those, we'll leave those for now. Back we go. Alright, well.
This battle, 私に任せてください。皆さん、気をつけてください。私がいたからだな。
Someone Whole ass of fucking shit. One, let's stop there, you have to find another. 2, 3, 4. Just have to sit in there and do it. Just to get that heliport. Can guarantee that have a full 5 ammo to get the feel with. And I should have started earlier. Not try with the Ninjala demo, honestly. Granted, like, I don't strictly have to cut off in VR or anything because, like, I don't have transit for work anymore, so I can still stick to, like, eat, like, near 9, get up, get washed, breakfast, and then turn the laptop on. Alright, 9. Get afternoon. The wonders of working from home.
皆さん気をつけてください。あっけない勝利だ。返事。皆さん気をつけてください。あっけない勝利だ。
I just noticed this event doesn't need Richard's suit. I don't remember. I need to go see when this was like on the original servers, like what events this happened in before. The reds, at least in terms of the colors, seem to be slightly off. It looks fine on the TV, but it looks a bit off on the monitor. I don't know if that's on the capture or not. Because I think I just remembered on the original Elgato, like, they'd have to, like, change the hue settings and shit. I see if that's fine. A little bit of power.
あっけない勝利だ。皆さん気をつけてください。あっけない勝利だ。
It'll matter too much because we'll have.
皆さん気をつけてください。あっけない勝利だ。
We'll have up in the actual boss fight, but still.
皆さん気をつけてください。日を改めて決着をつけることは決して恥ずかしい。イタン様だ。皆さん気をつけてください。勝負ありね。
Whatever it does, it's probably like a. It doesn't seem to be an attack, so it must be like some sort of status effect. Is it? Don't tell me it's some unfortunate thing or not. Fast enough to kill them before the next set, I believe. There we go.
私への指揮官の
This is
評価
the
が上がり
actual
ますね。
lead? Or... That's a bit unfortunate though.
これは運命の出会いですよ。
There we go. Fix PX4 and Mango.
保険会社をごまかす言い訳を考えないとね。
There she is. Yep, last run.
この戦い、私に任せてください。
Fuck it, just leave the fucking tunnel pump off. Still have to
Minasan,
let it be aggressive
気をつけてくだ
distance
さい。
between the enemies. Yeah, another enemies.
私がいたからだな。
Last run, and then that will be DJMAX it now. Oh yeah, I can see that difference between the iPad screen and so I'll fuck with it later. I think it's just a case of fucking with the computer. This will let me. Hard to tell, huh? Not better. That looks better. Does it look any different or whatever on screen? Take a next set and then home free. No. After running the clear, keeping her head, and then home free.
皆さん、気をつけてください。
あっけない勝利だ。
FN29 拳銃が華麗に登場。あんたをもっと素敵にしてあげるよ。やった。N16 名さん、またやりました。 ベレッタ M30。
That or the game just doesn't certain spots as if it doesn't do anything, touch it weird. Somehow.
皆さん、気をつけてください。
あっけない勝利だ。
It's worth the party loss.
皆さん、気をつけてください。
Yeah, I thought even for like a loud load and this not
ついてこられる？私がいたからだな。
I think I will just have them running with their fucking ferry up.
Look at
that, you can only get rid of the mailbox thing. Poke right side of the box, so it's just
心の声、いつか奴らにとって変わる。 皆さん、気をつけてください。もうすぐ終わるわ。
I like him using the fairy commands for anything else.
あっけない勝利だ。
皆さん気をつけてください。ついてこられる？私の方が早い。私がいたからだな。
Or just IWS, just giga shot going off on the last helpless little striker sniper. It's just completely vicious and needless overkill. It makes me laugh every time. It lasts just long enough for her to fight. And then finally shot them before she even gets it off anyway, so...
皆さん気をつけてください。もうすぐ終わるわ。
あっけない勝利だ。
TP2000 です。
Alright. Final shot.
皆さん気をつけてください。もうすぐ終わるわ。
Probably if you're not in those likes, and maybe if you're in those likes, it's like a debuff or something. Could get you there. Or maybe, it's not maybe. If the fights against the optional fields also work like this, then I will probably actually just put clear into like an AR team or something. Just have the AR team do it. I mean, an AR team does have special instead. Or maybe it is Spirit Fist. It might just be that she's already summoned a whole bunch of them. I'm not keeping track of the waves. It's not like they can run out of ammo, so. It seems like what she was seeing. An indeterminate amount of time has elapsed. The immortal ruler of the whole place. She's not so immortal, invincible, or all that powerful, is she? You did this fighter dying to... You did this fighter all the way down to fucking... Just a battle of attrition down to nothing. All the fairies are dead. Well, temporarily dead, whatever. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm kinda curious if I didn't see that. Thunder just took her on a date while everyone was shooting the living shit out of each other. Damn, Thunder. Canonically, DJMAX came to an end 50 years ago in Girls Frontline. Until now. I know Killer Bees is a song in respect. Did she hand her a veto? Hello, Emily. You're just in time for the end of the event. She handed her a veto. War has ruined video games. That song was 1,000 miles. We live around to war is bad. She streamed Doom 64. God bless. It's us. There it is. Ah, that's an acoustic version. I've been thinking about streaming Doom 64 myself, like on the weekends or something, because I do have it sitting there for my Doom Eternal pre-order. I might just. Might just do that then, yeah. The battlefield of singularity is a bit. For as long as there's music sharing. In Squad FN's office. No one will believe the sick-ass music battles. Uniform design. So that's an actual thing. That's funny. Oh, that's referencing. Probably just a generic line. Different one of her uniforms. It's her school uniform one. Wait for a minute. I don't know if that was like my internet stagger for a second or what, but there doesn't seem to be dropped frames or something, so that might be for you. Spine Primer, yeah, that's probably on your end, remember? Try to be about. Damn. Thunder 0.50 after all. Yep. A little slip. There she is. Could be, actually. That server's a bit dodgier. Given they directly reference the Black Cat outfit Queen has, I wonder if they're going to reference the fact that you can get Feel as a separate T-doll. Oh well, hell, she's actually there. Fuck me then. This is incredibly funny given that her theme song Black Cat is like half the difficulty of Glory Day. In that, on top of having an actual like, star rating that I think is like half of Glory Days, I can actually beat Black Cat confidently and can't beat Glory Day. Why do you lose your drumsticks in the middle of the thing? Hey, big ending, CG.
그렇게만 쳐다보면 부끄럽잖아. Keep some time 떨려와 잠깐 돌아서봐. 숨어버리고 싶을 때도 웃음이 나와. Close your eyes, kiss me.
Where'd you go?
살짝 다가서봐. 떨리고 숨이 막혀.
Oh, but he's probably kind of meowing. Why I put him in. It might just be Twitch is dying for you then. You're probably right, like the Twitch server you're connected to is probably having a shit one. Time only has meetings like throws. I'm kind of surprised we didn't end with the... I mean, it was there for Theo's moment in the clear. I'm surprised we didn't actually end on the titular Glory Day track itself. Yeah, there's your reminder you did bring Clear to go fight the optional feels. My internet connection was like dying over and over again, yeah. You mean like the actual pages themselves broke? Nah, like my internet connection itself outright went down. It's like flickering on and off all day. Alright.
ただいま。改造に使えるパーツある？おやつ持ってっていい？
Go collect their shit. Ooh, they got a fancy. I don't remember this like fancy purple fairy gain screen. Glory Light is Clear's special equipment. Night vision plus 100% boost skill effect. It like gives a mad buff to her like her, because her special ability is just a team-wide super buff. It just makes the one go, just makes it even stronger. She's like pretty much, if not the best buffer, one of the best ones. I saw about 20 minutes of Ultima. I had to dander off and do things. I did have my headphones on for a good deal of it, at least. So sorry I wasn't able to provide advice and shit. I suppose I can go catch the VOD actually. It's brainwave occurred to me there. You do leave your VODs up, don't you? What? And there she is. No worries. Yeah, I'll pop out. Pop out on after this. No. Something nice to wind down to. Credit Lola, hey. That's one of them. 20 different fairies. Oh, that's lovely. It's a bunch of chords. Let's try some.
保険会社をごまかす言い訳を考えないとね。
We can't get rid of 90. Not yet, anyway. I do love her sprite. Dupes. Should be able to get her to X4? Power slide for victory animation, that's good. An entire band of just lightning star guitars. I don't have enough chords to get her to X5, which is not level 90 anyway. So I think what I'll do is I'll just save that, like going and fighting the optional fields for like the weekend stream. So it'll just be a girls Frontline side where it's like slapping those out. And I think that'll just be a nice little bow. He's actually pronounced YOLO. Oh, I didn't see that. YOLO, right? Or YOLO, I guess. I always called him EOLO. I might just keep calling him EOLO. That's good. He's one of the canonical party members, like one of the canonical friends of the Avatar, and he'll be like one of your mainstays across basically the entire rest of the series. Well, till Ultimate 8. But we don't talk about Ultimate 8. But yes. That was Glory Day. I quite liked that. It's quite neat. Still a wee bit left of it because of the optional fields and all, but we'll have to actually get clear here to 90x5 because those optional fields are all like 40,000 power. And like Taunt Fairy Echelon 9 could probably do it, but I think for safety I might just make it an AR SMG squad instead. YOLO is the pronouncement on the wiki. Fair enough. I won't. She is she is one of the best ones in the game because on top of giving like a mad accuracy buff and a mad rate of fire buff just on her tiles, you can see down there her skill at level 1 is like increases that a random ally's damage by 15-20% to get Glory Light. When you have her like skill maxed out, that gets quite high, especially with Glory Light on. But it's also not random. She gives that to the highest damage dealer on the team and then cycles down through the rest of the party members except for herself. So basically like everyone gets buffed through the fucking roof with like mad damage and accuracy on top of her giving massive rate of fire stuff. Like she's nuts as far as buffs go. She's like when you have her, you can basically use her and Python and like SAA mod 3 to make an entire squad of just 5 handguns, and that 5 handgun squad will be a Godslayer squad capable of taking down anything that isn't armored, and even then a lot of things that are armored. Like they can fight bosses, they can kill Giga enemies a lot. Because it's Giga buff here, Giga buffer clear here, and Gigabuffer SAA just make Python constantly fire off, constantly magnifying bus. So it just becomes this endless cycle of, you know, multiplying your own power level by like 1,000. It's fucking wild. That'll be fun. You know what? No, because we don't have SAA Mod 3 yet. We will eventually have SAA Mod 3 once Event is on. I might try that. I might try, we'll come back at some point and I might try the 5 handgun squad fighting the optional fields or something. See how we go. Just in here, I'm gonna hang on to the 60 crowns today because tomorrow we're gonna get a smug little shit herself. Just to round the 2 of them out. Bow and leather armor. I think Ultima 4. Maybe he opens it in Ultima 6. Cleaning those blushes a lot, especially when she wants you to pay her money to engage in like capitalism and the gacha, like this. She's quite open about it. Speaking of horny raid game. Can I even see it? Nah, you can't even see it. There's her costume there. Oh well. It's basically just Theo's costume. But yeah. Should better enough by next time if I leave it to the weekend stream. I should actually also have Theo. And maybe also her special equipment. So I can probably like, I don't know, probably a range of gag team. There's quite a bit to get. But yeah. That'll be me for the night, because it's not... yeah, that's fine enough. Buy magic chainmail, magic plate, that's good, because magic armor is like the really good shit. Even the chainmail is actually quite good, as I remember, even you can't wear plate. And if you find the magic axe, grind for it. Magic keys. We'll say this for next Ultima stream. This is spouting Ultima attacks. But yes, thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. That was the Glory Day DJMAX Frontline collab. My next stream will be Thursday or Friday, and I will be back to Luigi's Mansion. And then in the time between this one and the weekend stream, I should hopefully have clear up and running to do the optional bits of this event. So yeah, good night everyone, and sleep well. I'll see you then for finding that fucking cat actually. Speaking of cats, I got a flat line. Night lads. Night knock.